Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order. If you'll please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there any public comment on the agenda items? Yeah, sorry, I don't think there's any up here. I don't think anyone has one. Kelly, if you want to
Kelly,
grab a
can you
bunch.
grab me one, please?
Oh, you have one. I'd like to make a motion to approve the supervisors' meeting minutes for October 8th. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I'd like to make a motion to approve the supervisor workshop minutes for October 15th. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Bills for October 8th, general $24,067.03, park and rec $886.61, open space $1,128, and bills for October 15th, general $66,473.61, LST $4,973.76, fire $3,355.41, park and rec $285.52, library $239.54, and ambulance $79.77. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills for October 8th and October 15th.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Payroll for weeks ending 10/14. Gross wages $19,708.40. State tax liability $605.04. Federal tax liability $1,464.28. And net wages $15,469.93.
I make a motion to approve payroll.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Police report?
Yeah. Okay, so for September, for the Pocono Mountain Regional Police Department, total calls were 91, criminal arrests 2, traffic arrests 5, vehicle code warnings 5, and ordinance arrests 1. And so our hours were under for that month, but obviously if you went to the parade, you'll see that the police were there and they had bicycles and motorcycles and cars, and so we really appreciate them putting in that extra time, and that's going to take some of our under hours away. So I make a motion to approve the Pocono Mountain Regional Police Department report for September.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The liquid fuels report. So liquid fuels is the money that we get from the state based on our road mileage, and this is just the report. There was no findings. I'll put that up there if anyone wants to have a look at that. But I'll make a motion to approve the liquid fuels report. I don't know if it's
I'll
necessary.
second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then this is for our liquid fuels for next year. Our allocation will be $182,000, $649.24. And that's just an
I'll make a
FYI.
motion to approve the liquid fuels.
I don't know if we need a motion for
Okay.
that, but I think it's just that what we're
Well,
getting.
just FYI then.
Yeah, and
Okay.
again, that's the money that goes into the state fund, and we use some of it for lights along the state roads and a couple other things, anti-skid, and a lot of it goes toward the paving. So that's just what we'll get, and we usually get it in March. Grant?
What are we doing? You said it's what we're getting.
182, 649.24.
Okay, I missed it. Thank you.
You want to talk about the budget? The police
Sure.
budget? Do you have that?
The police budget came in and we went through all kinds of things. Part of the reason why it goes up is there's all these fixed costs that are insurance and what you have to pay for medical care and things like that that are all contractual. And so it comes out to be an increase of 5.76%. And that will raise our contribution to $752,135.51.
So as long as we're okay with that, then we have to develop a resolution and send it to them.
Okay.
So as long as everyone's on board, I don't think, I looked through it, I don't think there's, most of it, like you said, is contractual and we can't change it, so. So if everyone's okay,
And
we'll
I
have
was
Todd
on
do the
the
resolution.
committee, and we worked to cut as much as possible, and every year there's a carryover of money that we haven't spent, and so that's kind of a cushion. So that helped to keep it down because it was a carryover of $400,000 from last year, so that helped because they were able to save money in different areas. So, do we need a resolution?
So I guess make the motion for Todd to draft a resolution.
Okay, I'll make a motion for Todd to draft the resolution to approve the police budget for 2026.
I'll second. Is everyone in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. So our movie night that we had, Hocus Pocus, a couple weeks ago, went over great. Everyone asked for the next one, so we did a survey for a Christmas movie. Elf was the winner. So our movie night is going to be December 12th, and the movie will be Elf. So I guess we can make a motion to have a movie night on December 12th. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then just to set the date for Breakfast with Santa, it will be the following day, December 13th. I believe that's at 9 a.m., 9 to 11.
Okay,
Want to do a motion for that?
I'll make a motion that we continue to hold a breakfast with Santa, December 13th, 9 to 11.
Is there a second?
Santa seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. So this is a DEP remedial action report for Peony. And I don't think there was anything in there. I can put this up here if anyone wants to have a look at it. I think it's just that they're continuing to monitor that.
I think
Right,
that particular report found that there were underground storage tanks found in 2024 that were previously unmonitored.
And now they're monitoring them.
So they are continuing to be monitored after the founding.
Okay, thank you.
And this is where CKB Auto is, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, that 661.
Yeah, Mountain Home Golf, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And the next one, same thing, Mountain Home Golf again. Yeah, this one's for Mountain Home Golf as well. Same thing, storage tanks. Same address. Next, ESSA, you may have already known this. ESSA Bank merged with CNB Bank, and this is just information about that transition. If anybody's interested in that. So we have a letter of intent from Lehigh Valley Codes, who is our building codes officer. They will not be renewing their contract, so they will be finished December 31st of 25. Rich is willing to extend that for a couple months if we haven't found someone yet, or act as our alternate BCO. So this is just a letter of intent and a FYI for everyone. I don't know that we have to make a motion for that.
Clarification to our zoning or code
Building
enforcement
codes officer
is no more again?
at the end of this year.
As of the end of the year.
Is there a reason? Seems like we have a very high turnover rate of
We do.
building code enforcement.
I don't know why that could be. No reason.
Okay.
He will finish up the permits that he currently has open, so, that he's working on,
And what, end of the year, you said?
end of the year, yeah.
But from what I understand, it's not just Barrett Township.
Yeah, he did say he's giving up all his contracts.
Right.
I think he's
Do we
gonna,
have a plan on moving forward for,
we're looking.
Has other plans, that's all I know.
No, you mean for us moving forward, right?
For
yeah,
hiring
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, we're,
come January? Who's-
no, we're gonna obviously start looking sooner than that. Rich had a couple recommendations for us. We'll bring them into, to meet with them. I know Gerald had a recommendation from somebody who's currently working in a different township, that may want to take on Barrett, so we'll have to interview people.
And if you know anybody,
Yeah,
tell them
anybody
to
knows
send in
anybody.
a resume and we'll be looking.
Are you putting
And
the
we'll
ad out?
advertise it, yeah, we'll
Online?
advertise it, yeah.
So we can apply for it?
We have certificates of insurance from Stone Ridge Diesel, Burke Construction, there. Aqua PA, Four Seasons Ground Care, and Diffenderfer Construction.
I was so waiting like, how's she gonna say that?
I don't know, did I say it?
I don't know.
I know
That's why
how to
I wanted-
pronounce that because I took 4 years of German 1 in high school.
4 years of German one.
4 years.
German one.
Not the first 3 times.
Any public comment? Carl?
I would encourage the supervisors to attend the November 18th meeting that Bedco is holding at 6:30. You'll be introduced to the professional organizations that we'll be using to develop an action plan for Canadensis and for this property for the park. So, and it will have heavy community involvement, but I would encourage all of you to attend it.
Absolutely. Grant?
Do you guys have an update on the data center ordinance?
So as of yesterday afternoon, Deanna is making the final changes. One is the remediation paragraph at the end. And then there was something else she had to put in there. What we talked about at our last meeting.
The equipment for the fire company.
The fire company, yeah, personal protective equipment and the foam for a nuclear power source.
Okay.
So that draft will be ready probably today, and we'll get that to the planning commissions.
Under new business, can I get a copy of A, B, and C paperwork?
New business.
He wants to see the,
Oh, they're right here,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
you set one up there to look at, but I was wondering if I could get a copy to take with me.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh, the police budget, I don't have a copy of. The other two are up here. You want to give your copy?
Oh, okay, wait a minute.
Maybe when we're in executive session. Nicole, would you mind
Yeah, I
making
have it.
copies?
I just wrote down a note.
Okay, okay. Anything else? Mark?
In regards to the usage of this building and paying rent, and I know there's a lot of speculation online in regards to Bedco and the utilization of this building. Like, is it fair, like, this room right here, if I wanted to use it, I pay rent?
It's an hourly charge.
It's an hourly charge, so, for instance, yesterday, Bedco had a meeting here at 9 AM, they paid rent for that time.
But Bedco did not pay rent for that time.
I think it would behoove us to kind of set the standard that if you're using the room, it's equal playing field for all. I'm saying that being involved in Bedco myself, but it's got to be equal playing field for all. If Bedco's using the room for free, then other people are going to want to use it for free. So
Agreed.
I think, and with this November 18th meeting coming up, same thing. I would think some rent should be. I understand it's a nonprofit, but you'd have every nonprofit in the country in here if we don't
Correct.
set the groundwork somewhere.
Agreed, right?
Bedco's happy to pay if that's the wish of the supervisors.
Yes. Okay. Anything else?
Is there an update on the lights on Evergreen?
So Rich sent out 11, I believe, violations. And I'm not quite sure of the time frame that they have to respond to that. Do you know 10 days?
So Carla, the violation letters, they do allow 30 days for a response.
I'm just curious why, that's a huge thing that they did with the electric and running it underground up trees. Why are they given 30 days? I would shut down immediately when my permit lapsed on my rental, that day. Why do they get time?
It could be a building codes rule. I don't know that because I'm not a building codes officer, but.
You mean for my lodge?
No,
Get shut down?
no, hold on. I'm responding for the building codes. The violations that were sent for that, the building code violations allow for 30 days to respond. For yours, the ordinance says that if a short-term rental goes unpermitted or does not renew, then it shall not be posted for use. So that's why it was shut down and why you needed to renew it.
Now, do you know how much time they have? You don't know if it's 30 days?
No, I'm telling you that the violations allow them 30 days to respond.
And what date were they sent out?
It's been at least 2 weeks
2
ago.
weeks, yeah, I think like it, Rich sent them 2 weeks.
Thank you.
On the police report, I think you said there was one violation for
Do you have that report?
ordinance violation.
Oh,
arrest? Do we know the details on that?
I don't know them offhand. I could find out.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, it's
With regard
just,
to-
they list,
Numbers.
Understood. It seems like that's a little enforcement of
an
ordinance
ordinance.
violation, so we're starting that. Just curious where it's starting off.
well, it's
always
something
been.
that's been going on.
It's been going on since the whole year. There's been arrests in January and in July.
Yeah,
I'm just curious the type of ordinances that are being enforced and
I'm not-
utilized.
I'm not sure. I would have to check on that, and I will find out for the next meeting.
Any other public comment?
I have a road report.
All right.
I had the pleasure of driving around with, I'm blanking on his name again,
Roger, you said.
Roger from Monroe County PennDOT on Friday. I started at my office over there right by the bowling alley. Headed out of town on 390, pointed out every problem every 2 seconds. So if you saw a little blue, I was driving with the PennDOT personal vehicle. If you saw it stop every 2 minutes in the wrong lane, that was not me, that was him. We addressed issues like the intersection of Golf Drive and 390 where you have the drainage culvert right at the intersection, which breaks access all the time. Supposedly that's getting elevated and fixed. There's the water line that was run underneath Steele's Hardware. The speed bump, I call it, that should be getting planed down. The drain right there is supposed to be getting cleared. Whoever painted the lines on Sandspring Road is going to get slapped on the wrist with a ruler because that was atrocious. All of the drainage culverts on Sandspring are supposed to be getting marked. Pavement's supposed to be getting laid from Brinker's Bridge, that's about 20 feet of pavement from Brinker's Bridge to 447 to fix that bump. 447, the shoulder's supposed to be getting cleared of all debris. These are all things I was pointing out to him that he had no clue. They call it dirty underwear. Any problem on the side of the road is dirty underwear, and the guys just ignore it. Dirty laundry, sorry, dirty laundry. Not underwear. But the head of PennDOT calls it dirty laundry on the side of the road, and the PennDOT guys just don't acknowledge it until we bring it up to them, and then they address it. For instance, there's a log on guardrail right at the old Melagranos. Supposedly that's going to be taken care of, going up 390 Hill. There's old signage in the woods. Frustrating stuff, you know, the signage is laying there, so we stop right in the middle of 390 Hill, and I go, there's a sign, face down in the woods, right off the side of the road. You guys just paved this. Why didn't you pick it up? And he goes, it wasn't ours, it was our subcontractor. I go, that's unacceptable. You guys are right here, pick it up. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you take it to the township building and throw it on a scrap pile. Just clean it up. We're trying to clean up Barrett Township. There's a big effort to try and clean up, and it starts, I keep saying, it starts with the roads. You know, clean that up. He addressed how it's kind of hit and miss pavement patching coming up that 390 section, and that's because it's emergency funds. I got the same earful that, you know, in 2 to 3 years, the entirety of 390 is supposed to get paved, the entirety of 447 is supposed to get paved, so I'm going to stay on him. He, again, brings it back to funding, so I've reached out to Rosemary Brown again, haven't heard back. I've reached out to Maureen Madden, who, for clarification, she's taking, for lack of a better term, credit for the pavement of Bark. I was under the understanding that it
It was an LSA grant,
it was,
which she does have a say in.
but you guys did the legwork
Oh, yeah.
to get that
Yeah.
paved.
Yeah.
So, you know, I Facebook, you know, sitting there, I lay into her a little bit. And, well, she says, you know, serving everybody. And I said, you honestly haven't done anything for Barrett Township. I've never seen you in here. I certainly didn't see her in the parade. You know, I've never seen her at a meeting. Granted, I'm just starting to come. But her involvement in Barrett Township is very minimal. So I in essence, called her out on it. And she said, you know, since she's taken office, she's paved the parking lot. She's gotten $12,000 from the fire company. And I just kind of called her bluff. I go, I don't believe it. I'm pretty sure the supervisors took the lead on getting I said getting the parking lot paved, which doesn't affect 390 and the state roads.
Right.
What do you do and do better?
Right.
So I requested a meeting with her. If you have to hear anything, she's probably scared.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Maybe the reaching out to Rosemary Brown's office worked though, because yesterday I did get an email from Mackenzie and asking about the bridge over by the train station that we had talked about. So I sent her some pictures of that and said, you know, it's all rusty, there's broken rails, so they're on that. So maybe that's because you reached out to Rosemary Brown's office.
it's just like, same thing with the PennDOT guy. It seems like if you say something, they're always reactive instead of proactive.
Right.
I mean, same said about supervisor's position, but the roads need to be constantly, you got to badger them constantly. So again, I'm just putting in a request that the supervisors reach out to PennDOT again.
Well, Nicole did get an email, and maybe, again, this is probably repetitive of what you said, where they're gonna do some pothole patching, or not pothole patching, spot patching,
The
right?
neck paving.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Which
was.
would be
Neck
underneath the light
patching.
canadensis.
That's on here.
That's on
Yep,
there?
that's on there. Route 191 and 390, top of the hill, down Route 390. There's a couple in here in Paradise. But then a long road to Lake in the Clouds Road, and then at the stoplight, 447 and 390 intersection. So they're on here, so hopefully, between what he told you and this, hopefully it gets done.
Yeah, those items were supposed to be happening in the spring.
Okay.
And then, I'll just say this very carefully. It was very frustrating to hear that PennDOT doesn't have any working relation with our current roadmaster. It seems like our current roadmaster has never really reached out to them. There's no line of communication set up there yet. You know, he referenced John Cease 15 times, and he didn't even know the name of our current roadmaster. So that was a little frustrating. I feel like they got to work together. Like, there should be almost a daily phone call between the two of what's happening in town, what's the schedule for the week. And that's how the roads get better. Without asking for the work to be done, they'll constantly go to somewhere else.
I'm surprised by that, though, because when Sand Spring, when they did the lines recently, both Jim and Shane had been in the office, and they said that they had spoken to PennDOT already about that. So
I
I'm
know
surprised that
there's
they
also
didn't
many
know
people in
who they
PennDOT,
were.
So maybe this individual didn't, but
Yeah, but we'll follow up.
Just a gentle push to have our road department constantly be talking to PennDOT. You know, it should be a simple phone call every day. What are we doing in Barrett Township this week? What are we every Monday? That phone call should be made, in my opinion.
And who was it you spoke with?
So was
that
it
we-
Roger?
I believe so.
So we can let Jim know who
Yeah.
we should be asking for.
Do you know, and I think I asked you, was he, do you know if he was a highway foreman or an assistant
I
manager?
didn't get this. I'll reach out to him again and get more details for next meeting. I should have that.
Because you understand some of our frustration in dealing with the whole PennDOT.
Oh, it's, you know.
This one doesn't talk to that one,
He
kind
would
of
talk
thing.
that one, the
Yeah.
head, Jay Porter, wouldn't come to a meeting because he didn't want to open himself up to criticism. I go,
Yeah.
that's unacceptable. You work for the people. You should be, just like you guys sit up there and, you know, for better or worse, we lay into you at times and, you know, that holds the accountability. If PennDOT's not accountable, if you don't even, so I'm personally headhunting him to get him replaced, but that's unacceptable to me. You can't.
Grant,
Who is our roadmaster? Like technical title roadmaster?
Jim Cease.
Jim Cease? I thought there were some title changes.
Well, Jim Cease is the roadmaster, and Shane's the assistant roadmaster.
Okay. I didn't- thank you.
Anything else? If not, I'm going to make a motion to go into executive session. Do I have, for personnel, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank y'all for coming.